like the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with
me? Good morning, everyone.
Ahoy, Richard. Ahoy.
I'm just going to say it from the top. I'm not feeling well. I come down with some sort of head cold. Like half my students, and they're not even just in Florida. They're in all over the U.S. and other countries. There's a sickness going around.
There is. Also, you're on a plane twice.
Yeah, I mean, definitely exposed to things. And then, my wife teaches third grade classroom. I'm sure they're very neat and clean and sterile. And then my daughter goes to school. So yeah, germs come in. So excuse my puffy eyes. I might be a little bit slow, but there is no way I'm canceling for today. I'm very excited. Forestella. It has been everything's too long now. It's taking forever to get back to a lot of these artists we want to get to. Yep. And honestly, with Forestella, part of our hesitation with doing a Reaction Wednesday is we've had so many copyright issues. So there will be transparency on, obviously, today. And I think what I'm going to do, too, is we've got this new little chat feature. I'm going to include this. So in case we have to cut something out or we have to re-upload or something like that, at least there's some memory of the chat right here under my shoulder. Hello, Deb. Yes. Hello, Joy. Hello, Latte Lover.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, sick again. What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So please excuse any coughing or sneezing. It's kind of gross. But and hello.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting until I get sick. Last year I got sick like 5 times or something. I don't know. It was just ridiculous.
Zero's here as well. Maria, hello. You know what does make me feel better though? This.
Oh, look at that.
I love it.
Nice.
I don't know what year
I have
this
an old standby as well.
World's best boss. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today we have lots of songs to get to. Of course, we're going to start with a little story called Forestory. How clever is that? So I think it's an origin thing. This has been recommended many times. So we're going to start there and hopefully learn a little bit more about these insanely talented and skilled singers. And then, of course, we're going to go into several songs. We've got a few songs on the list we're definitely going to get to today is Piano Man, Smooth Criminal. I've been wanting to watch that one. And then we've got a bunch of others. We're not going to get to everything, but we are champions. There's White Knight. There's Phantom of the Opera. There's they got a lot of material. So let's dive in, shall we?
Yes. And real quick, before that even, Richard.
Yes.
Milu, yes, the Dam, the song that I am a co-writer on with Chris Chaudhry, just had their official video release a couple days ago. Check it out; it looks awesome.
Yes, please do.
It looks amazing, actually, particularly amazing. I thought it turned out very great. And also, do it again.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell. Thank you so much.
And please be sure to check out the description below where you can click a link to buy us a coffee, help support the page, and show your love for Forestella. You can even become a silver, gold, or diamond Throne member for added perks. New perks coming, by the way. We're very excited to reveal something new we're going to do for all of our members. You can also check out Throga.com to learn more about your voice in the 7 dimensions of singing. All right,
yes, indeed.
Let's begin. Oh, you can't see it yet. Here we go. I've got closed captions on.
Last season, we were looking for 4 stars. And here and now, a new group of stars has come together and are shining even brighter. Let's go.
광풍 테너 조민규라고 합니다. 반갑습니다. 좀 얇은 테너, 고운 음색으로 많은 스케일들을 하는 것들을 장점으로 하고 있거든요. 저는 조민규만의 음색이 있다고 생각하고 있어요.
Be my love and with your kisses set me burning.
테너 소리 중에서 가장 개성 있는 테너가 아니에요.
지금 홍평한 분들 데리고 오세요.
너무 매력 있어요, 진짜.
Like the sun's coming out.
톡 쏘는 사이다처럼 저희한테 선물 같은 싹 청량감을 주신 것 같아요.
제가 낄자리가 아닌 것 같습니다. 빨리 집에 가야 될 것 같은데. 네, 안녕하세요. 석유화학 회사에 재직 중인 30살 직장인 강형호라고 합니다. 나이가 30이 되다 보니 그래도 한번 도전은 해봐야 되지 않을까. 사실 제 발성이나 뭐 이런.
I'm trying desperately to. I want to be able to say their names as authentically correct as possible, which is approximately a 2-year process for me. And hearing them say their own name, he says it so fast, like I'm trying to catch it. I can't quite say it right.
네, 안녕하세요. 석유화학 회사에 재직 중인 30살 직장인 강형호라고 합니다. 나이가 30이 되다 보니 그래도 한번 도전은 해봐야 되지 않을까. 사실 제 발성이나 뭐 이런 게 제대로 된 건지도 저는 잘 모르고 이제 가짜처럼 보일 것 같아서 욕만 먹지 말자.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, and do I dream again, for now I find the phantom of the opera is came.
앞으로는
That doesn't
목소리에
even show his
컴플렉스 있단
rock
말 하지
side.
마세요. 조민규 씨 축하합니다.
강형호.
목소리가 희소성 가치가 있다는 게 굉장히 큰 일이다라는 거예요.
화학회사 연구원. 안녕하세요. 저는 뮤지컬과 연극으로 열심히 활동하고 있는 배두훈이라고 합니다.
디파잉 부르시는 거예요?
예, 이게 원래
여자 노래죠?
네, 맞습니다.
Tell them how I defy gravity.
노래 연기를 같이 하는 퍼포밍을 굉장히 잘하시네요.
두훈 씨한테는 이렇게 억지로 만들려고 하지 않아도 약간 DNA에 뭔가 뮤지컬의 요소가 좀 있는 분 같아요.
일단 곡이 주는 신선한 에너지가 있어서 그냥 예상했던 대로의 어떤 느낌을 전달받은 것 같아요.
아, 그런 건가요?
네,
저는
좋습니다.
홀린 것처럼 이 사람 너무 잘하지 이러고 넘어갔어요.
By the way, that's an audition trick I talk to my students about all the time. Like, Define Gravity is basically on the no-sing list, right? Because it's been done so many times, so often, people don't even want to hear people, new singers come in and try to execute it. However, if it's made popular as a female character and you're a male, all of a sudden it brings a completely fresh take on it. And vice versa. If a female sings a song, Raise a Key or whatever that was made popular by a male, all of a sudden it's like forgiven in terms of the no-sing list, that it gets blacklisted, so to speak. And it just gives a completely different feel, and you have this now you have a memory attached to that particular version and that singer, so it's a good strategy to use.
네, 안녕하십니까. 23살 대학생 고우림이라고 합니다.
지면을 건드리는 듯한 그런 저음은 정말 인상적이었어요. 근데 약간의 본인의 해석이 좀 필요했다고 봐요.
음악이 이렇게 향해 가는 방향이 있는데 그 향해 가는 방향만큼 같이 가주셨으면 하는 아쉬움이 아마 공통적으로 느꼈던 부분이었던 것 같아요.
굉장히 나아질 게 많은 보컬이고요. 일단 톤에 반했어요.
Rich overtone.
저는 솔직히 말하면 이 친구를 좀 물어보고 싶어요.
나는 팝을 좀 뽑아야 된다고 생각해.
아 저는 좋아요. 저 그 친구 좋은데
근데 정말 잘했거든요.
오늘 본선 첫 번째 미션은요 1대1 대결이 되겠습니다. 1대1 대결에서 이긴 사람은 바로 다음 경연에 직행을 하게 되고요. 대신 진 사람은 탈락 후보가 됩니다. 근데 여기서 바뀐 룰이 하나 있습니다. 팬텀 프로듀서 여러분들의 어떤 판정 결과가 3대3 동점으로 나올 경우에는 두 사람 모두 탈락 후보가 됩니다.
지금 성악가, 뮤지컬 배우 어떤 사람들 몇 명씩 있는지 제가 만약에 무대에서 그 열정이 뒤처지지 않는다면 이길 수 있지 않을까.
민주 씨는 잘하네요, 진짜. 성악을 하면서도 팝음악의 창법이나 소리 내는 거, 느낌 내는 거에 대한 공부가 충분히 돼 있는 사람이구나라는.
조금 하모니로서 조금은 더 갈 수 있었는데 못 갔던 아쉬움은 조금 남지만 어느 팀에서도 어떤 역할의 영역들은 분명히 하실 수 있는 거는 발견한 것 같습니다.
What were you going to say?
Very harsh judging. I mean, it sounds, at least those clips that we heard sounds pretty
I
dang
mean,
good to me.
They're showing off little clips. I mean, in the pursuit of improvement, right? There's always, in their defense, if their intent is truly to provide guidance, and if they're hearing something that can be improved upon, cool. If it's just, which often happens for TV shows, if it's, I need to find something to pick on them because it'll make good ratings, then not cool. So it depends on where the intention comes from. But if they found it helpful and if they were receptive and they've grown, I mean, look at where they are now. Whether this journey made them, helped them or gave them a thicker skin, either way, what they've made of it is just outstanding.
Yeah.
에서도 어떤 역할의 영역들은 분명히 하실 수 있는 거는 발견한 것 같습니다.
이태리 곡은 잽도 안 되고 저희 다
근데 이렇게 갑자기
여기서 새로운 게
So
탄생합니다.
good.
두 분 다 순수 아마추어라는 점에서 너무 그 기량이 참 좀 높게 생각하고 강영호 씨는 모든 고음들이 되게 깨끗하게 클리어하게 다 나셨어요.
정말 그 두 마리의 용을 보는 것 같더라고요. 서로 그 노래로 각자 그 소리를 뱉어내시면서 화성을 입히는 듯한.
That sounded awesome.
That sounds great.
이거부터 제가 지를게요. 여기 살짝 지르고 마지막에 구르릉 할래 이걸로 바로 가지 아마 시간. 그래. 맞아. 좀 이따 필대로 한번 가보죠. 그냥 그때. 맞아.
굉장히 독특하시더라고요. 자기만의 뭐 색깔, 포스 이런 게 있으신 것 같아요. 좀 어렵겠다 이런 걱정도 막 들었었고. 한번 떨어졌다가 다시 왔으니까 이번에 정말 쏟아 부어야겠다.
This is, I like what Janet's saying here. I asked the question of the qualification of the judges. Of course, everyone has their own vocal preference. So I think that's what gets confused too in a lot of jury scenarios is sometimes a judge is just saying what they prefer without giving clarity. Like if I'm giving feedback to someone, I'll be like, I would enjoy it more if you did this. That would be my taste. But I always specify like a preference because ultimately the artist needs to find themselves and what resonates, what's true to them. I may not be the one buying the ticket for that particular singer. That's not the case for any of the members of Forestella, by the way. I'd be happy to buy a ticket to go see these guys. But just giving an example, I think that's where they really, a lot of these jurors kind of fall short in clarifying what they would like to see, their preference, versus telling them, oh, you have to do this, or it won't be good, or won't succeed, or that's bad, or that's wrong. That's all crap. They really need to clarify, this is what I would enjoy. If you did this, give it a try. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, great. So that's my approach in these scenarios. Because, of course, it's art, and you're going to have different preferences, and that's okay. But to say something is right or wrong or good or bad, that's not cool.
It's ultimately subjective. I mean, there is like a level of, this is a certain standard, I guess, but ultimately it is subjective. I'm trying to figure out what the basis of this is. It seems like it's more like everybody sort of has that musical theater opera background. But it was surprising to me that they were like, oh, we need more of a pop singer, because it doesn't seem like that type of thing at all.
Right. Yeah. And then formulate them together, and we'll see how it unfolds. But yeah, it is. Yeah. The formula for the show is curious for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you, Chris, for the coffee, by the way, that just came in.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, friend.
약간 따뜻한 붉은색의 약간 그런 음성이 딱 나오는데.
And thank you, Zero.
좋다.
Super chat.
배두훈 씨는 예선의 한걸 위해서 이런 류의 노래에 너무 잘 맞는 목소리 톤을 가졌어요. 네, 특히 그 적당한 허스키 톤이요. 라틴 쪽 싱어들의 목소리 딱 질감을 가지셔서 사실 초반부에 되게 놀랬고,
비음과 그 얇게 살짝 뜬 그 탁성이 제 눈을 좀 다시 한번 사로잡은 그런 무대였습니다.
우리미 소리가 굉장히 제가 좋아하는 소리이기 때문에 한번 꼭 같이 해봤으면 좋겠다라는 생각을 가지고 있었어요.
임씨 같은 경우는 너무 좋은 음색을 가지셨는데 여전히 어느 음역대에서는 강약 조절이 좀 안 되는 느낌이 좀 들었는데 그건 프레이즈의 연결이거든요.
그런데 우리미가 푸드에서 떨어지고 그리고 추가 합격되고 그리고 또 이번에 또 떨어지고 또 다시 합격이 돼서 이거는 빨리 해야겠다 생각이 들어서.
두 번째 미션은 바로
Sometimes it's a
하모니
blessing.
미션입니다.
And if the show's trying to put them in a box or they're looking for something specific that isn't true for that particular artist, it's good to get eliminated. They need to figure out their path, and that's actually as difficult and just heart-wrenching it is as an artist always. Just like any, it's rejection on some level. But it leads you into finding your truth, which is a necessary process for any journey.
Yeah.
14개 팀이 팀 대 팀으로 총 7개의 경연 무대를 펼치게 됩니다.
이게 어떻게 열렸네? 네프레일? 네프레일, 첼로. 아니, 피아노를 해야 되지? 해봐봐. I love you, 저희가 오늘 준비한 곡은 파를라 뷰 피아노라는 대부의 OST입니다.
Oh yeah.
강형호 씨, 정빈임 씨는 강약이 없으면 프레이즈가 살질 않아요.
대부 The Godfather 영화 봤어요?
Yes, I have.
집에 가라는 거구나. 와, 김주택의 컨택을 받았다.
안녕하세요. 저희는 JT BD입니다.
제가 먼저 손을 내밀었죠.
왜? 왜 나를?
그 친구가 안 가지고 있는 부분을 제가 채워주고, 제가 안 가지고 있는 부분을 그 친구가 저를 채워주고, 약간 이런 걸 상상해봤거든요. 그랬더니 딱 그림이 나오더라고요. 저희가 보여드릴 노래는요, 꽃피는 날이라는 노래입니다. 다 왔어. 보여줄래요? 오늘 보여주세요.
별에는 밤이라고.
별에는 밤 망했지.
망한 건 아닌데 좀 떨어졌어.
떨어졌지. 그럼 망한 거야. 이번 2대2 대결에서 우리미를 꼭 살려내도록 하겠습니다.
형님,
It's an interesting point
제가
too.
너무 존경하고 사랑하는 형님이지만 이번 경연은 민규 형이랑 부셔버릴 겁니다.
로운이 형, 죄송합니다. 저희는 올라가겠습니다.
바다 먼 곳에서 거센 파도와 차가운 바람과 시리 한숨들이 입가에 맺힐 때 내 마음에 위로가 되어 잊혀진
긴장했네. 어떡해.
Io sono sicuro che per ogni goccia
베이스가
우리입니다.
대박.
fiore nascerà.
자, 점수는 바로 공개합니다. 566점. 맞어? 우리 고린 조민규 팀. 566점이라는 아주 고득점이 나왔습니다.
저렇게 불러도 떨어질 수 있어. 그니까요. 야, 저렇게 불러도 떨어지면 566점 너무 어려운데.
Questa grande immensità qualcuno pensa un poco a me
아, 568점. 아, 568점. 568점.
대박이다. 진짜. 우와, 대박. 헉, 우와, 대박. 일냈다.
어떻게 이런 일이 생길 거를 모르겠더라고요. 보일맥의 조민규랑 터닝 포인트? 민규 형님이 저를 많이 분석해 주시고 저가 어떻게 하면 좀 더 잘할 수 있을까라는 거를 많이 끄집어 내주신 것 같아요. 한해가 선생님.
나이가 어린데 속이 엄청 깊어요. 그래가지고 받아들이고 본인 걸로 만들어서 다시 음악으로 승화시키니까 진짜 대단하더라고요.
저도 너무 존경하고 너무 좋아하는 수택 형님이 옆에 계신데 제가 점수가 이렇게 됐다라는 게 믿기지가 않아서 추가 합격이 2번이나 된 상태였어요. 그래서 저에겐 더 크게 기쁨으로 다가오는 것 같아요.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
It was kind of neat to see some of the 2B members rooting for other members that were they kind of had that feeling. It's like, I really jive with this guy, you know.
Not knowing what the future is going to bring.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool. All right. So we have lots to react to. Sorry, I'm a little slow.
Indeed. Okay, me too.
The congestion, just like it's like. Luckily, there's no headache, and I can actually enjoy the music here. Let's go Smooth Criminal. Phil, let's
do it.
That one's
Little
been
Michael, start things
suggested
out. I like it
many times. And talk about the whole crossover thing. This is what's incredible. Like they somehow were able to utilize their skills, their operatic and musical theater background, and just without sacrificing those skills, do a pop song. So instead of trying to make their voice pop, they reinvented it with just the instrument that they have and know and love. And I think it's such a great way to take it on.
That's what it's all about these days, because like we've talked about before, there's only so many notes, only so many themes, only so many words you can use.
Yeah.
It's really about taking what, what's already there and it's been done and doing something and making, just like spinning it just a little bit to make it unique and new.
Wait a minute.
That's new.
Hold the phone. We're dorks. Episode 2 and 3, I was told I was only sent one video. That's one of 3? That would make sense. It feels like we haven't gotten to the end of the journey.
Right.
Okay, let's watch Smooth Criminal. I don't know. I didn't realize that. Oh, I don't know if we have time to watch all of that. Plus,
yeah, maybe not today. Maybe
what
we can do that another time. Maybe we can watch the end of 3, see how it turned out. I feel like I knew.
Well, we kind of are by watching where they ended up. No, we don't want to skip anything. I had no idea. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do Smooth Criminal and process what we're going to do here.
Okay.
This is 2022.
Okay, so for the backing tracks, pretty in line with the original. Got some dance moves in there.
Every time he comes in.
Every time I find them, there are no clues, they're behind them. Love the contrast between those two women.
What to suspect or what to expect. What the manifestation, something happens, invitations. And are you okay? So, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Say, are you okay? Are you okay? And are you okay? So, are you okay? Are you okay? And are you okay? So, are you okay? Are you okay?
Love to hear it.
There's a sign in the window that is shut you. I can shake no Annie. If you into your apartment, let the bustings on the carpet. Then you ran into the bedroom. You were shut down. It was your doom. Anyway, you okay? And anyway, you okay? Annie, you've been hit by, you've been shut by a smooth criminal.
Oh,
there we go.
Love that. Those moments completely separate them.
Okay, I want everybody to be in the area right now. Anyway, you okay? When it comes, it's okay. There's a sign in the window. There's something I should know. Take a picture of your apartment.
Those parts in the head voice, oh man.
Yeah. we know what you're talking about.
Those parts. Not today. To separate the classical tone, I mean, that is true pop, the way he layered that in, just like Michael would have. So that was, there's definitely, they've cultivated the ability to kind of turn that intention on and off, because when you have a classical background, it's the behaviors of cultivating a certain tone to be heard without a microphone, essentially where it comes from, is so deep, because there's so many hours of intentional mindful practice to create those sounds. To just allow yourself to imitate something else is pretty tricky, actually.
And
you're doing great.
Having recorded a few musical theater background people and trying to go into that pop realm, it's tough. I mean, it's like rhythmically in particular, it's real rhythmically, and then the vibrato thing, trying to strip that out is really tough. But rhythmically, things tend to be a little bit more on beat in musical theater opera, whereas in pop things are more syncopated between beats, so it's the off beats that are get the accent, the melody.
Yeah, it's not just the tone. Yeah,
and in pop there's little nuances and scoops, where usually in musical theater everything is sung straight on, and it's got that thick vibrato. So yeah, it's not a common thing for people to be able to bridge that gap.
To do well.
Yeah, right. And they're doing it.
Just that isolated 2 seconds. That 1.5 seconds is so difficult for singers to execute well, let alone collectively like that, and that just makes them stand out.
Those were the moments in that song that really did it for me. Admittingly, I am not a huge fan of that song.
I've always liked it.
Have you? Yeah, that. I don't know. I never.
Are you more of like like you lean more Jackson 5 stylistically more than
as far as like Michael's solo stuff? I like. So I feel like in this point in his career, he really got more percussive, rhythmic, in like the backing tracks. The music behind it got really percussive, overly percussive to me. And like even the everything was like it was like a little bit more, it was less singy, I guess is the only word I can think of. I liked more of the soul, like Thriller, Off the Wall, a little bit before.
And I like this. I like I like Thriller obviously too, but Beat It, I like Scream. I like, some of those aspects in there a lot more too. Earth Song, of course, is just like transcend almost all of it.
And this is probably the one performance that they sort of didn't stray too much from.
Not too much,
the original intent. So for me, those little acapella moments, not acapella, but those little Forestella moments, those stamp moments were really the thing that was awesome.
So I see there's definitely a demand for us to continue the Forestory, which I'm all for. I didn't have it prepared because I didn't know, which is weird. Usually we have everything completely prepared and ready to go. So kind of off our game.
Pretty streamlined on this show, yeah.
Yes.
Seamless.
So I'll try not to disrupt it too much so we can try to fit it in. Well, let's do this. Let's pause, listen to another solo song that's more recent, maybe the Piano Man one, and then go back to Forestory 3. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yes.
세 번째 미션은 트리오전입니다.
이제 시작이구나.
정말 드라마틱하게 도약을 해보고 싶습니다.
드래프트를 시작하겠습니다.
저희랑 붙었던 팀. 그래도 바리톤 2명이니까 하이 파트를 맡을 사람이 필요하고 제가 뭔가를 할 수 있는 포지션이 있다고 생각했었어요.
Bye, Lena.
나는 좀 크리에이티브한 사람을 데려왔으면 좋겠어.
저희는 배두훈 형님으로
형우 형님 저희 팀으로 모시겠습니다.
강영호 씨, 네. 세 번째 미션은 바로 트리오입니다.
저희가 부를 곡은 꽃뱅이라는 곡입니다.
자신이 소리 내는 방법대로 해서 너무 좋았어요.
강영호 씨가 마지막에 뭐 고음
I feel like going back to Francesca's question of whether the harshness of the jury was, based on the show or just more of a cultural thing,
or both.
I mean, possibly both. Yeah, I don't know. My instinct is telling me it's more of a cultural thing, just because the standard, seemingly out in the East, is so high for things. I mean, they're, it's whether it's music, sports, academics. I mean, it's just, you are expected to.
There's no time for fluff, right? So it's like this, and this.
Which explains the amazing ability of just the prowess of these singers. I mean, it's just they're trained to be that way.
So it's that mixed with which makes sense, but also going back to the idea that it's also an opinion. So their intent is to be clear and no fluff. Maybe not for the show per se, but just maybe a cultural background on the jurors' background rather. But also just finding I'm just gonna hit play.
Yeah, I just talk.
I have a sneeze coming. I'm just like, I'm totally distracted.
Maybe harsh isn't the right word, but it just seems like, what we're hearing is just like, wow, that's so good. And to still have critiques, it's,
Sorry.
I just feel like the level of excellence, the standard of excellence is a little higher, which I think is great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That we get quality like this.
자신이 소리 내는 방법대로 해서 너무 좋았어요.
강영호 씨가 마지막에 뭐 고음 이렇게 올려주시면서 부를 때 갑자기 그 꽃들의 색깔이 확 입혀지는 그런 느낌도 저는 받았거든요.
그대가 준 꽃병.
저희는 3명의 피톤치드 같은 남자로 구성된 트레피톤입니다.
저희 트레피톤은 오늘 델라모레 논시사라는 안드레아 보첼리의 곡을 준비했습니다.
어떤 섬세한 그런 아름다운 부분에 있어서는 저희 팀이 또 잘 표현할 수 있지 않나?
등수로 따지면 1등이 아닌가.
Yes, that was harsh. This is maybe more matter of fact.
Yeah.
Sorella del sogno parlami ancora fino a domani.
너무 행복해하는 뮤비를 제가 봤는데
되게 벅찼던 것 같아요.
3명이 한 마음이 되었다라는 그 느낌이 딱 들었어요.
노래 듣는 내내 참 행복하다는 느낌이 들었고 코러스 파트를 빵 터트려서 하지 않으시고 첫 번째 민규 씨 목소리가 딱 나왔을 때 맞아. 저 목소리로 이런 노래 이렇게 레가토로 풀어서 해주니까 정말 듣기가 좋다라는 생각을 했고 또 그 다음에 우림 씨 나왔고 대훈 씨 나왔고 세 분이서 이제 마지막 순간에 같이 해주셨죠.
팀은 560점에 트래피톤 축하합니다. 트래피톤 축하합니다.
정말 이 팀 해체되기가 너무 싫었기 때문에 3위 안에 두고 싶어서 너무 간절했던 것 같아요.
진짜 다행이다.
Oh.
That's cool.
That's really nice.
And the compliments came out, they're seeing girls.
드디어
That's cool.
최초의 사중창이 시작이 됩니다.
저희 트래피톤이 선택한 싱어는 심해입니다.
강영호 씨 영입하겠습니다.
자, 팬텀 싱어 첫 번째 사중창 경연 라일락 팀입니다.
사중창 또 다른 것 같아요. 너무 떨렸어요.
이번에도 언더독처럼 목줄을 끊고 주인의 손을 물겠습니다.
근데 또 강영호 씨가 합류해서 그런지 이번에 잘 힘을 발휘하지 않았나 생각이 듭니다. 잘 들었습니다.
영입하신 형호 씨 같은 경우에 형호 씨의 가장 개성을 살린 정말 깜짝 놀랐습니다.
그냥 빠져들었거든요.
아주 익사이팅했던 그런
후회 없는 무대 한것 같다고.
안녕하세요. 저희는
포레스텔라입니다.
I want to know your character.
New challenge.
진짜 그런 게 크로스오버에 대한 도전이 아닌가 싶다는 생각으로 도전을 했고
악인데
다 깨부시겠다.
선곡으로는 정말 허를 찌르는
배동현 씨 첫 톤 나올 때 깜짝 놀랐어요. 와, 톤이 그렇게 매력인지 몰랐어요.
네 분이 보여주신 거는 그냥 이건 경연이 아니라 그냥 공연이었어요.
아주 호평이 이어지고 있고 호평 일색이군. 표정이 아주 밝군. 표정에서 드러나는 군. 부달리는 군.
저는 감히 이 무대는 평가할 수 없을 것 같아요. 한 곡 더 듣고 싶어요. 정말 한 곡을 더 앵콜 요청합니다.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Like I said, the judges are very nice and positive, and
everything's conducive to nurturing a positive thing. No, no, but it does go to show what we were saying earlier. There's no fluff. It's straightforward.
Yeah,
in terms of what their view is. But from an artist's perspective, you don't have to agree what someone's opinion is. I always recommend listen to it, process it. But it's only if you agree to it, if it resonates with you, then apply it. Otherwise, move on with your art in a way that feels right for you.
Yep.
이 무대는 평가할 수 없을 것 같아요. 한 곡 더 듣고 싶어요. 정말 한 곡을 더 앵콜 요청합니다. 앵콜.
두 번째 4중창 미션은 랜덤 공 뽑기 방식을 지금부터 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 완전히 팀을 처음부터 리셋하는 겁니다.
잘하겠지 어디 가서도. 제 역할 잘할 거야.
별에는 밤이라고.
떨어졌지. 그럼 망한 거야. 봐봐. 봉현이 형.
그래요?
G랑 F샷 나오는데. 우리만 분발해야지.
진짜 너 그거 한 번 하면 너 진짜 영의 히어로가 되는 거야. 그댄 곁에 없지. 이대로.
거의 마지막 관문이라고 생각이 들어요. 그래서 제2의 4중창 미션에서 고림이라는 베이스가 탄탄하고 어떻게 해도 무너지지 않을 수 있구나 그런 느낌을 확고하게 드러내야 그 다음으로 제가 갈 수 있을 것 같거든요.
곡의 메시지가 굉장히 좀 좋아요.
인생보다 아름다운 게 있겠어? 라는 걸 표현하죠.
오림 씨도 베이스가 굉장히 무겁다는 그동안의 얘기, 프레이즈에 대한 얘기도 많이 들으셨던 걸로 알고 있는데 일단 달려가는 그 곡의 성향상 같이 호흡을 맞춰서 가시는 부분들이 인상 깊게 들려서
이렇게 재밌게 하면 your energy will come to us. 진심으로 스마일하고 좀 몸 좀 움직이고
랜덤리 만들어진 팀이라고 믿을 수 없을 만큼 안정감 있는 팀의 조절을 느꼈고요. 다들 행복해 보였어요.
I know it's not the final setup, but the whole idea of this, like, you lost sound? Jack? Hello? Well, we did make it 45 minutes without any major catastrophe, so it only makes sense that at some point Johnny can't hear anything. I can't hear you either. Hello? Do you need to rejoin?
Nope, you're back.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
You're back. I'm probably on a delay though. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe restart your computer before Friday's show or something like that. I don't know what's happening. All right, let's continue.
행복해 보였어요.
Oh, they sound great together.
민기 형이랑 지금 형호 형이 만나버렸어요. 지금. 너무 무서워요.
그 원한 품은 고양이 분 한 분이랑 옆에 락커 한 분 계시고 다들 미쳐가고 있어 지금. 그냥 미쳐가는 사람.
무빙아. 저희 이번 노래예요. 무빙아. Hold your head on.
여태껏 이제 계속 성악 쪽이나 뮤지컬 쪽에 그리고 팬텀싱어의 틀 안에서 그 색을 맞추려고 했다면 이번 무대에서는 온전히 그냥 저 강형호의 모습을 드러낼 수 있는 무대가 될 것 같습니다.
그래서 아마 형호 형이 막 놀면은 재밌어질 것 같아요.
딱 이 생각 났어요. 이건 팬텀싱어이다. 형호 씨 처음부터 보면 되게 특별한 목소리 있다고 알았는데 오늘 너무 정말 완벽하게 했어요.
와, 대박. 또 새로운 파격적인 도전이라고 생각을 해요. 딱 그냥 이미 완성되어 있는 크로스오버 팀 그런 느낌이었어서 멋있다.
오늘 저희가 부를 곡은 크리스티나 페리의 A Thousand Years라는 곡인데요.
근데 여기가 세번이랑 나는 부정 느낌이구나.
이거 아닌데.
이 곡만큼 정말로 저희가 하나가 돼야만 하는 곡이라고 생각이 들거든요. 진짜 서로 많이 교감하고 정말 한 몸이 된 듯한 그 느낌이 들어야만 하는 곡이라고 생각해서.
Heartbeat fast, colors and promises. How to be brave.
일단 처음에 도입 부분에서 두훈 씨가 노래 스타트할 때 정모 씨가 소리를 섞어서 이제 듀엣으로 만들어 가니까 그 앙상블이 되게 좋게 들렸고
다만 힘 조절에 있어서 이제 넷이 같은 소리가 낼 때 약간씩 서로의 소리를 듣고 있는가 싶은 생각은 들었어요.
1위 팀은 비타 600 팀입니다. 축하합니다.
It's funny because I mean clearly the level of just vocal skill is present with all these guys in any combination, any four they're putting together. It's like okay, they can all sing. But there is something special about listening to each other. That, and we've talked about that with Forestella when we first heard them. Just their nuance with vowel shapes and the speed of vibrato, like that comes often with time. But sometimes things magically click too. Certain personalities, certain vocal tones that just kind of like go together instantly. Which and they definitely have a chemistry.
Yeah, I was thinking what sort of an odd thing it is to have a vocal competition, I guess, which it's like in one regard you're an individual trying to make the team, but also you have to be in this group setting and make the group sound better.
Yeah.
And which when you do that, I mean, you have to sacrifice certain things and you have to compromise your own, you know.
It takes far more skill to be able to do both, for sure.
Yeah, but to be a team player, but also, you know, you're trying to make it individually too. That's an interesting dynamic.
전원 결승전 진출입니다. 단 1점 차로 1위 자리를 놓친 안타까운 팀입니다. Born to Sweat. 자, 4등은 가을의 전설입니다.
고생했어.
너무 못해가지고.
야, 무슨 소리야? Some of the members are mixed here, right? Like they're.
Yeah.
결승전.
Okay, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so they moved Urum and then they have so but it's like they still sound good, but there's something magical about what they ended up with, which is
right.
might be in part 3. which we just learned about 10 minutes ago.
Right.
진출자 조민규 씨입니다. 배두훈 씨입니다. 강영호 씨입니다.
아예 실망 안 시켜드리도록 정말 열심히 하겠습니다. 고맙습니다.
그냥 이름 한번 불러보고 싶어요.
계속.
We're gonna sing again. 함께 무대에 오르지 못한 분들의 목까지 잘 해내야겠다라는 생각이 많이 들고
오늘 팀 결정이 돼요?
최종 결승 세 팀은 어떻게 꾸려지게 될지.
베이스 썼어요, 베이스.
내 베이스가 너가 아니라는 건 확실해. 넌 아니야. 내 베이스가 넌 아니야.
혼자서 엄청 불안해서 그 순간에 갑자기 머리가 하얘진 거예요. 그래서 어떡하지.
오래된 이야기 속에
This is where they discover who's with who here.
영원한 사랑 그대 잠들고파 순간을 함께한 우리 사랑의 여정이 나처럼 아름답길 바래 난 기도해
Is this random? No. He's told which one to go with. Yeah. There it is. How wild is that?
네. 우리는 정말 잘 맞는 베이스. 정말 마음 맞고 색깔 맞고
영순이 그리고 제가 정말 필요했던 저한테 제일 필요한 사람은 민규 같은 고액과의 선생님 같은 그런
가장 바라는 팀이 팀원들로 구성이 돼서
욕망을 이룬 고양이?
우리 팀이에요.
성격적 궁합은 99% 주겠습니다.
무대에서 보일 것 같아요. 저희의 그런 사이 좋은.
야 와줘서 고맙다.
안녕하세요. 저희는 포레스텔라입니다.
That's awesome. So, I mean, going back to complimenting how amazing the jury is, to know to put those four together. And, well, I mean, there was obviously voting involved and everything too, but
yeah.
But it's pretty amazing to go through this journey through a TV show publicly and be formed in that way, because there's something about those four that feels organic, like they were meant to be together. Sometimes you hear a band that was like, oh, that was machined. Like, it was like, okay, you are the bass, you are the dancer, you are this, and sometimes it's like manufactured, right? And they do not feel manufactured at all. So that's pretty wild.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's got to be an elaborate process to be able to, again, find the individual talents first off, and then find just the chemistry, just the people that get along personality wise and vocally as well. And yeah, it's trying to put that together when usually that's something that just happens from the ethers. It's like that's
absolutely
that's crazy.
So, all right, so we're going to continue our journey with Forestella 3 as planned. So we'll have our conclusion. But first, we're going to check out Piano Man. And I believe this was recent. So is Urum in the army right now? So there's only the three? I was trying to...
Oh, really?
Decipher some comments that came in. Whoops. If you can confirm that, doesn't really say here, or if it does, it's not in language I know. So yeah, I think it was Fate Latte Lover. It definitely feels that way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this. And by the way, just a quick reminder: we have our Buy Me coffees below. But also, if you can't or don't want to buy a coffee, that's okay. We still love you. We would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe, share, comment, things like that after live stream to help this video get seen by more people, Forestella fans, and new people that don't know they exist.
Yes, but speaking of, thank you to Raina for the 5 copies you bought us.
Thank you
so much.
very, very much.
Really helps.
All right, here we go. This is just the 3 until May. All right, wow, it's not gonna be till May till he comes back. Okay, thank you for that information.
So Raina, who is
Speaking
seeing
of.
them? Oh, just 3 until May. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was Raina going to see them again? She's the one that left the comment.
Well, no, it wasn't Elena. Was that somebody else?
No, Raina.
Raina. Oh, I'm sorry, I saw
yeah,
Elena. Got confused.
bought us coffees. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Is doing the mandatory military service and we'll be back next May. All right, thank you, Raina. All right, here we go. This is Piano Man. This was just a handful of weeks ago here.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, that's interesting. So we're going to hear his voice. Liz says the 3 of them, Room was able to record his vocals but not allowed to perform. So maybe we'll hear it in the mix. All right, sweet. Spoiler alert, I'm editing together our video from 1OK Rock from last week's concert. And we have a little video clip of Johnny back in 2000. 2000? Maybe 2001?
Which
with
show?
A harmonica jamming a little Piano Man.
Oh, probably Downstairs Cabaret.
Yeah, at the Downstairs Cabaret Theater. Yeah. We got lots of cool little backstory footage mixed into our next travel adventure vlog here.
Nice.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic engine.
Well, the strings company looking more classical fit. Thanks, Naomi.
Thank you.
I'm not really sure how it goes, but he said and he said
an angelic tone.
it's complete.
I know.
When I wore younger man's clothes. Oh Lord, Lord, did it all. Lord, did it all. Sing us a song, you're a piano man. Sing us a song tonight, where we'll all in the mood for the melody.
Yeah.
You got us feeling alright.
I love his rock style infused.
Like too.
Now John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And his clip with John going to light on your smoke. But there's someplace that he'd rather be.
He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm
Pure
sure
tenor.
that I could be a movie star.
If I could
Yeah,
get
the rocket.
out of this place.
Coming in with that. Oh, this is vibrato.
Sing us a song, you're a piano man. Sing us a move for a melody. You've gotta spell it all right.
Modulation up at full step.
Nice. Coming right in on it.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. When we're holding the mood for a melody, you've gotta spell it all right. You've gotta spell it all right. You've gotta.
Yes. Oh. It's too bad they couldn't put like even some video footage or something of Urim in there. But you heard it, like he layered in the lower parts, which is nice because that gave it, you know, it gives it
the Forestella sound
in a good way. Forestella, a complete sound. But at the same time, it's nice they didn't give him like a lead line. I don't know, it might have been a little awkward without being able to see him there. So I thought, under the circumstances, he did an amazing job of crafting who does what. The harmony choices are not what I'm used to hearing in this one, but that's what we love about Forestella.
But that's what we love about
Was it
it. Yeah,
chordal changes underneath too, or was it just their choices on top?
The chords were pretty. The chords were standard. I think they were definitely in line with the original. There was one instance where I think it was that chord. They did something different there. Because usually it's A minor with a G in the bass. That's a D usually. D first inversion. They do a B minor there, B minor second inversion, which is just a nice. And I feel like they do that quite often, where they'll just take, you know, they kind of keep things intact chordally, but every once in a while they'll just. They did this on Bohemian Rhapsody too, where they'll just do their own little thing on it, and it's so cool. And it's like, for those of us know these songs because they've just been in the culture for decades now, to have those little moments like, ooh, that's different. That's kind of, you know, just nice.
And it gives you a fresh memory of that moment. Still nostalgic with the original that you know, but feels it's like brought to life.
And like I said, with the string arrangement and everything, it just takes it to a totally different place, keeping the integrity of the song, but just a totally different feel to it, which that's why we love them.
So Maria says Urim was actually in the audience. He just wasn't allowed to be on video. It's weird where the lines are, like what's permitted and not permitted.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
I know, it's
funny. Okay.
We had a couple coffees that came in too.
Yes.
I'd like to thank Nami again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nami. And then Latte Lover, of course.
Latte.
Girl Latte Lover. Thank you so much.
Oh, Joy, by the way, don't forget to change your chat name. Is it Biker Babe? I think we're evolving your name too. We were in a Diamond meeting. Our Diamond members, we get together once a month and we hang out. She's kind of badass.
Yeah, no, the last one we were just kind of getting some background information. She's like, oh, how did you, end up in your job or job you had before, or if you don't want to talk about your job, which some people don't, what inspired you to do something you're passionate about?
Yeah.
And then, to our surprise and
she's got
complete happiness, she's
new tattoos. She likes bikes, and it was like, what? So fun,
amazing.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We are on to and Mayu, you asked about the 1OK Rock. I just posted in a little more information about the vlog in the YouTube community board. So if you go there, you can read a little bit about what's happening. So that has not been released yet.
Yeah. Chris, was Chris there? Yeah, Chris was there for that one. She missed one, I thought. Like her, babe. Yeah.
정말
different times.
하늘에서 내려온 하나의 줄이었던 것
Like her,
같아요.
babe.
성악을 공부하는 학생을 그러니까 세상 밖으로 꺼내준 곳?
너무 감사하고 새로운 세계를 알게 해주셨고
이렇게 눈을 지그시 감았을 때 항상 많은 관객 앞에서 큰 무대에 한 번만 서보면 와, 죽어도 여한이 없겠다라는 생각을 정말 많이 했었는데 그게 곧 그 꿈이 실현이 돼요. 곧.
정말 한 소절 한 음이라도 헛되게 내지 않고
최대한의 간절함으로
정말 제가 갖고 있는 모든 에너지를 다 쏟겠습니다.
이제 양보란 없습니다.
가서 링거라도 맞고
지금 숨도 잘 못 쉬고
형호?
쉬면 괜찮겠지라고 했는데 그게 계속 심해지고 나중에 막 혈액순환까지 안 돼가지고
형호야 괜찮아?
아까 잘 됐는데 제가 돼요. 형도 내고.
By the way, for how complex their harmonic arrangements are, how skilled do they have to be like, oh, I'll take your parts, and then to know the other person's parts well enough to execute? That's crazy. I would be so focused on one version of what I have to do. I would struggle having to all of a sudden adapt to different notes in that kind of setting. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's also great to see these behind the scenes moment where you can see the struggles and the hardships that go with being a performer, because especially groups like this where it's just there's always this level of perfection or near perfection, and you just figure like that's the way it always is, and it just comes so naturally. But there's these moments where like, oh, you know, well, it just isn't working great today, and you know, the health issues and all that stuff.
It's a living instrument. It's susceptible to everything you're going through, not just physically, but just your mental state of mind, your emotions, all of that. It's challenging.
Sounds like Moon River.
Io racconterò la storia di noi due come un Vangelo. Io ti ruberò ogni giorno e ti porterò nel posto più vicino al cielo, come sopra un avamposto sull'eternità, sulla vita che
3위는 포레스텔라였습니다.
본인이 제일 그런 부담을 많이 가졌을 거예요, 분명히. 그 마음을 전하고 싶었던 것 같아요. 우리가 너를 진심으로 이렇게 믿고 있고 우린 잘해낼 수 있어.
형호 형한테 그냥 저한테 의지하라고.
팀원들한테 오는 에너지가 진짜 크더라고요. 진짜 그냥 모든 힘을 짜내서 한번 가보자, 한번 해보자. 도끼 그걸 보았던 것 같아요. 그냥 나는 오늘 이거 부르고 죽는다.
그냥 뭔가 그 형호 형의 울부짖음이 들렸어요. 노래 부르면서 이 형이 진짜 미쳤네. 그래서 거봐 형 할 수 있다니까 약간 이런 마음으로.
결승 1차전 최종 1위 팀은 포레스텔라!
Just total shock.
끝까지 발전해라.
그래서 너무 다행이에요. 그냥 다행이라는 생각밖에 안 듭니다.
꿈이었어요. 제 목소리에 어울리고 그리고 내 감정을 다 드러낼 수 있는 음악.
꿈만 같았던 그 음악을 하면서 살아보고 싶다라는 생각이 간절하고요.
넷이 너무 잘 맞아요.
그냥 한 영혼 같아요. 특히 무대 위에서는 더욱더.
정말 저희가 이렇게 재밌게 음악을 하고 정말 이렇게 신나서 음악을 하고 있다는 거를 시청자분들이 정말 알아줬으면 좋겠거든요.
사진만큼 찾았어라고 호감이 과연 옳은 것일까? 이 다음 거에 다이아몬드가 있을지 모르는데
우승을 해서 이 좋은 사람들과 함께 더 새로운 세계의 문을 열어보고 싶어요. 이 공연이 끝나고 쓰러지는 한이 있더라도
정말 다 쏟아붓고 내려올 수 있도록
기회는 왔을 때 잡아야죠.
저희 포레스텔라 꼭 우승하고 싶습니다. 2차전은 과감하게 한 번 더 도전해보고 싶어요. 뭐가 되었든 저희 팀은 절대 실망시켜드리지 않을 거예요.
대한민국을 넘어 전 세계를 호령할 제2대 팬텀 싱어는 바로
일디보, 일볼로를 넘어서는 그런 팀이 되는 걸 보여드리고 싶어요.
포기하면 죽는다.
28년의 인생을 다 합친 것보다 더 간절한 것 같아요.
우승밖에 없어요.
포레스텔라!
I love Reaction Wednesdays. We just get to dive in. It's just an opportunity not just to hear new songs, but to like this and just see just the more of the human behind the artist and everything. This is
Absolutely.
awesome. Thank you so much for pushing us to continue what we said we were going to do and watch Forestella 2 and 3.
It just, I mean, every time we do this with a group or artist that we react to, I mean, you just walk away, end up loving them more somehow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're just, and these guys in particular, they're just such sweethearts, and they're such good team players. Seemingly, just seem like good people that they're rooting for each other, and they always got each other's backs. That's really awesome to see.
That's great. All right, we'll continue. And we will do one more song. The song we're going to close with today is Legends Never Die. I see it in the chat, but it's also been requested a lot, so we're going to close with that one today. After the live stream, that is where to put in the comments what else we need to listen to. I know there's White Knights and there's We Are Champions, We Are the Champions, 2 different songs, from my understanding. We do have more to get to, so whatever your favorites are, if you want to share the direct links to, we allow that now on the channel. That can be really helpful for us, but that is to go in the comments after the live stream. Here we go, let's keep going.
앞으로 포레스텔라 정말 무궁무진한 음악을 품고 있습니다.
다른 팀들이 너무 막강해서 너무 걱정했는데 정말 감사합니다. 제가 이 팬텀 싱어가 아니었으면 언제 이런 기회가 있었을까 싶고
저희 팀 해체하지 않아도 되고 정말 몸둘 바를 모르게 너무 감사드리고요. 정말 너무너무 사랑합니다.
몸을 맞춰서 음악을 하도록 하겠습니다.
앞으로 정말 좋은 음악 열심히 잘 들려드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 포레스텔라였습니다.
Thank you, Deborah.
저희 포레스텔라의 공식 인스타 계정이 생겼습니다.
드디어 첫 번째 팬미팅을 마쳤는데 재밌게 보시고 가셨는지 모르겠습니다.
드디어 저희가 2019년 2집 전국 투어 공연으로
So cute.
여러분들 찾아뵙게 되었습니다. 어디가 어디죠? KBS. 우리가 우승 직후부터 그렇게 인터뷰에서 매일매일 나오고 싶었던 프로그램 슈가맨 시즌2에 드디어 출연하게 됐어. 이거 다 너희들 덕분이야.
날 지켜준 건 Baby you are my star
수놓아진 길 따라서 계속 걸어갈 수 있으니
꺼지지 않을 Baby you are my star
언제까지나
Well, that's
grateful 너를 위해서 난 계속 노래할게
널 빛나게 할게 Oh you are my star
꿈을 꾸던 날들을 기억해 보잘것 없었던 내 모습 멍하니 하늘만 바라보던 나
Yeah, thank you, Deborah.
너무 지쳐 사라지고만 싶을 때 날 지켜준 건 Baby you are my star
길 따라서 계속 걸어갈 수 있으니
안녕하세요. 저희는 포레스텔라
이 길의 끝에 닿게 되면 별빛에 좀 더 가까워질 테니까 난 너의 곁에
꼭 안아줄게 Baby you are my star
푸르른 초록 빛으로 계속 지켜갈 수 있도록
Baby you are my star I pray for 너를 위해서 난 계속 노래할게
널 빛나게 할게
Oh you are my star
Thank you, Twinkle Stella, for putting that together. Whoever you may be, wherever you are. Great.
Great, love it, man. For a, something that's based in a vocal competition where there is a manufactured quality to it, where it's like you're picking things and you're putting things together. That was the most authentic, like genuine coming together of anything like that I've seen. BTS also. I mean, they've had a very
There's a lot of bands that can. I mean, SB19 again. It's just like but they're the ones that last and stand out and have a fan base that is with them forever because there is a genuine connection that you feel as a fan, as an audience member. But under these circumstances, is particularly outstanding.
That seems like a really, really grueling process to go through.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that process is. It seems like it's pretty extensive and it takes a long time to
Fill us in if you know. Yeah.
Yeah. To get to that point again where it's like you're picking out individual talents and then you're like, oh, try it with this group, see who goes well together. being
all
and
publicly.
actually, yeah. For and this is kudos to the judges for having the ear and the just the instincts to be able to have chosen so wisely.
Well, I think they mentioned it was random and there's voting and judges influence, I think. So
okay.
Yeah, I believe there was a collective, if I got that correct. You guys can let us know in the comments and in the chat. But anyway,
I mean, you would have thought these guys were lifelong friends, basically, is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
That's
the feeling you get when they're together and their work ethic.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just hear the thousands of hours that goes behind those voices. That is not just handed to you. Like, I'm not saying they're not gifted, right, or talent, whatever, however you want to define that, but they work for their skill and to interact with each other the way they do is just awesome.
Well, yeah, I mean, to have that classical influence. I think somebody said one of the singers didn't have a classical background. The other ones did.
It's almost a full year. Okay.
I think it was it Young Ho? I mean, I think he was the only one that didn't have the classical training going in. Correct me if I'm wrong. But for the most part, all the contestants, most came from a pretty extensive background. Which you can hear. I mean, like to try to choose from that amount of talent too, because I mean, there was great singers in there. So.
And they're saying they really chose each other, so that's where like part of the process is. That's there. However, that's influenced and developed, but it's just very magical. So I'm so glad we got to see that whole thing, because watching just the first episode did have a little bit of a weird end to it because it wasn't done. So thank you all for that. We are moving on to Legends Never Die. This is the last one for today. Please leave your request in the comments below. There is a slight, maybe 99% chance that this will end up on Patreon because of copyright issues. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we skate by that 1%, even with the transparency. That's why we've held off on having Forestella on Reaction Wednesday to begin with. So hopefully we're okay. If not, we will repost just so you have a heads up. And let us know what to do next, and we'll be excited to do that. So,
okay, Duhoon didn't have a classical background either.
Okay. Well, I knew it was musical theater, right? I wasn't sure if it was classical as well. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I guess he had the more pop voice. Yeah, he's the one that's saying Defying Gravity. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do this. Legends. Is this a cover? The title sounds familiar. Legends Never. Who is this by?
I don't know.
Anyone? Let's find out. I swear to God, if this is Peebo Bryson or James Ingram.
different crowd.
Different audience, but our core fan base knows what this says everything you want to hear from them.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah. The blend is so good. Oh my goodness.
Where they're adding like a padded breathy tone, allowing someone else to feature. Even Urim here, he doesn't really use a lot of vocal fry from my recollection, because he's got access to all these low notes. Like I can go lower than normal. The small benefits of being sick. But he's got like this rich, balanced tone, the right amount of airflow and tension release of the vocal folds that gives this, the fundamental frequency on these low notes. In this song, he's adding the vocal fry, which is underwhelming the folds. There's a lack of air pressure, and it creates a irregular vibration mixed into the full vibration. So we kind of go from fry to pitch, and just gives it a little bit of a different texture than a lot of times that we hear him. So I thought that was a really cool opening, how he just chose to deliver that. And then just the layers, and then this big build-up, the crescendos, everything goes...
Dynamics are just top-notch, yeah.
So good. Let me back this up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Candy in the last 4 minutes. I can't even.
Yeah, the amount that goes into just one of those songs, arrangement-wise to begin with, and then just the execution. I mean, they're doing so many things dynamically, and everything is so together. It's like a school of fish just swimming through the ocean. It's like they're just so in sync.
And not just the notes, and not just the timing, and not just the vowel shape, and not just the volumes, but the tonal, the overtones themselves. And there's so many layers to have. It's actually like that visual of the fish movie, because it's just, I'm picturing like a spectrum of sound. It all has to move in this magical way in order for it to feel that precise. I just want to hear this beginning section again. Yeah, and then trading off the leads, knowing which voice to put where. It just I'm gonna go back and listen to the whole thing again.
Yeah, when you start out with that good a chemistry like we saw on the show,
yes,
to fast forward however many years that was, they're touring with each other and they already have a foundation of chemistry. They're just going to get tighter, and that's what you see.
Yeah, and then obviously they're able, even though he's in the army right now, they're obviously able to interact on some level. So I'm just curious to see where that's gonna be like a spark of energy, I imagine, when he gets back, of just creativity and everything. I can't wait to see what's gonna go on with that.
Absolutely. And it's just such a slick sound. Oh my goodness, and it's all natural.
Yes,
crazy.
Such a great band. Thank you guys, as always, for pushing us to react to amazing singers and musicians. We're so happy we were able to do this with you all today. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the comments for what to do next after this live stream. Thank you for our silver, gold, and diamond Throwly members for all of your support, all of the coffees. We'll be back for more Forestella. Next week is Zhou Shen, so we hope to see you for that as well on Wednesday. Have an amazing day. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. See ya.
Thank you.